Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Auto Alfred video. Now today we are back with another episode of F1 2020 My Team career mode, and we're now here for the Monaco Grand Prix. And as you can see, I'm turning up the difficulty slightly because I know that we're pretty good at Monaco. As well, don't want to jinx it, but anyway, as you can see, those are my game settings and assists that I'll be running. Well, as usual, pretty much. So. Heading into the weekend, have we got upgrades? Can't even remember. This was recorded such a long time ago that, yeah, I'm not even sure. But anyway, we'll figure that out later. But for now, I think we will just head straight into qualifying. I've already done all practice sessions and all that kind of thing, so it would be interesting to see how we do straight away going into Monaco. As you can see, I did remember to put in the newer engine components, so we won't be having any Spain incidents. If you haven't seen that, please check it out on my channel. But anyway, let's head into qualifying. Our car is a little bit blurry, but anyway, we're in it nevertheless, and so we are ready for qualifying one at Monaco. And as you can see, it's, well, so far we're not showing our true pace, but we're not, as you can see, we're not even in the top 14, but we're 15, just about made it through to Q2. Did I do one run? Again, this was recorded a long time ago, so I can't even remember. But anyway, our teammate Nobuharu Matsushita did not make it to Q2. He came 20th. So, well, at least he's quicker than 2 Williams, so there you go. But there you go. Well, yeah, that's qualifying one. Of course, qualifying one doesn't really matter too much, because it means nothing if you don't do well in qualifying 2, which we're going to head on to right now. As you can see, we actually made it through to Q3, and well, quite comfortably in fact. We're 6th. You have to be in the top 10 to be able to get into Q3. And as you can see, our rival that we've selected is Danny Kvyat, and he's 15. He's 15, so that's already good that we've finished ahead of our rival, and we're going to see how we can do in Q3. But as you can see, I tried to run on mediums, but that went horrendously. So, well, we were always going to go on to softs anyway. Valtteri Bottas actually managed to go through on only one run, so nice being a Mercedes driver. But anyway, heading into Q3, this is my best attempt. Braking 3rd gear into turn 1, get very close to the barrier. I don't know if I hit it or not. But anyway, we're now in 7th gear, approaching Massenet, and use 4th gear here. In the 2nd apex, we're now through Casino Square, and that was a decent first sector. Use 1st gear for Mirabeau, and then onto well, we're now going around the lowest hairpin, short shift to 2nd, and now for the first part of 48, now the 2nd part of it, and short shift to 3rd, use the curb a little bit. I'm not sure I gained an advantage from that, as I'm starting to lose time on the delta. But anyway, heading into the Novo chicane, I like to use 3rd. Went a little bit wide. Track limits don't seem to care about that. I'm not running strict, so that's one thing. But anyway, we set a purple middle sector, so we're going well. Went a little bit wide at the casino. Swimming for Ahmed. We've damaged our front wing, in fact. So we're going to have to live with it through final couple of corners, Rafkas and Antinose. And we're going to cross the line, and it's provisional pole position by how much, I don't know. We've got provisional pole here at the Monaco Grand Prix. As a celebration, I'm just doing a bit of some drifting. It's okay, we're not going to be using these tyres in the race, I don't think. Most likely a one stop at Monaco, but as you can see, it's not going well at all. You have to wonder how Jarno Opmeer drifts so well. But anyway, we've damaged our front wing more. Since we've damaged it already, but we might as well just use the rest of it. Anyway, yeah. No, we're not drifting at all. This is not going well. Oh yeah, lost my front wing completely now. Fantastic.
You have a lot
Anyway,
of wing damage.
let's
Box for a new one.
swiftly move past that. I completely messed up the swimming pool. And anyway, round Raskas. Yeah, hit the barrier again. But anyway, we're just going to box. Drifting into the pit. Oh, and it's reset us. But anyway, our best lap time was a 109.3. Quite small on my screen, but anyway, that's our lap time. And let's see how people can do. We've got provisional pole, but can we keep it? Can we keep the front row? We can keep the front row, but we just about didn't manage to get the pole position. Remember, this is the first place that we got pole position in F1 2019 career mode, and well, didn't quite manage that here, but of course, second place is still a very good position to start in for the Monaco Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc, the home hero here at his hometown, has taken pole position. He has taken pole position by over 2/10, and hopefully he can actually start the race. Well, unlike what happens this year. But anyway, just comparing the sector times, we were faster in the second sector, I think so. But anyway, that's a great result from us. We've outqualified the two Mercedes, the two Red Bulls, one of the Ferraris, and so yeah, this is a good qualifying. I have to say, very successful for us, and we're going to see if we can carry that through to the race. So let's head into it.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino, first opened in 1863. And, of course, a certain road race, first held here in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars climb around 40 metres up through Beau Rivage, onto the casino, and then descending down towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners here, 7 to the left and 11 to the right. There's one single DRS zone as well, so don't expect that to make overtaking any easier today. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. Now, let's kick off our conversation with Alexander Albon. Looks like they've got a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position and Holmes completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen, Stroll, Perez, Vettel and Esteban Ocon, Sainz, Gasly, Kevin Magnussen and Kvyat, Grosjean, Albon, Kimi Raikkonen and Lando Norris, Giovinazzi, Matsushita, Latifi and George Russell ends our grid lineup. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
We just missed out on points last race, so let's see if we can bring some home today.
So here we are on the grid for the Monaco Grand Prix. Got two strategies that we could go for, either soft to hard or soft to medium. I think it's worth going for the softer compounds. Tyre wear around Monaco doesn't tend to be too high for some reason, but sometimes the effect of tyre wear can kick in quite badly. But anyway, we know that our car is pretty bad in terms of fuel efficiency. So as for how much fuel we put in, well, you don't really use that much fuel at Monaco, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, we'll add roughly 3 laps. But anyway, here we are for the formation lap. Charles Leclerc just ahead of us. I'm not used to getting off the line this early,
Launch map is
yeah, the
good.
light went green and I wasn't ready for it.
So
But
go into each one
anyway,
when you can.
yeah,
Remember
usually
to
we
work
wait
on the
for the other
brakes,
cars
so
to
put
go,
some
but
energy into them and warm the
there
tyres
were
as
no
well,
cars ahead
please.
of us apart from Leclerc. But anyway, tyres are once again been left in the fridge, and as you can see, I'm very aggressively trying to warm them up. Yeah, Auto ALF1 really need to work on their tyre blankets, which are more like ice packs. But anyway, lining up for the grid, we've got our tyres warmed up, hopefully. And so here we go, we're going to start the Monaco Grand Prix.
The rest of the
Only
grid is
Leclerc
forming
ahead of
up.
us,
Be
we
patient
are
and
qualified
watch for the lights.
everyone else. But anyway, as you can see, last car is now approaching the grid, that being George Russell as our teammate Nobuharu Matsushita. But anyway, here we go for the 5 red lights about to come on here for the Monaco Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. We get pretty poor initial start, but the second phase was not too bad. Hamilton, however, is trying us around down our inside. We've hit the barrier slightly, luckily avoided damage, but Hamilton has got a good exit, but nothing really doing there for the Brit. Anyway, we've got Leclerc already over a second ahead of us, and now Bottas has actually got past Lewis Hamilton, and Verstappen has gone up into 5th. So it's a strong start from the people behind us. Thankfully we've managed to keep them, well, behind us. And anyway, we seem to be strong in this middle sector, well, at least the start of it, and well, we still are over a second behind Charles Leclerc, but hopefully that's not so much of an issue. We're expecting him to be very, very quick in that Ferrari. He's actually managed to start the race. Sorry. Unlike what happens in real life this year. But anyway,
a new strategy is available on the MFD.
We cut the swimming pool chicane a little bit, and Jeff is asking us to change our strategy. I'm not sure what that is all about. Maybe we've got some front wing damage. Yes, he's asking us to box, but yeah, we have got front wing damage. Don't know where from because the screen didn't pop up. But anyway, we're going to have a look at the quick replay of that. This is our front wing. Doesn't look too badly damaged, if you ask me, but it's still affecting us. But anyway, nothing happens literally apart from now. We're now on lap 9. Our tyre wear is starting to kick in quite badly, and well, as you can see, Charles Leclerc is now in the box, and he's gone in for the hard tyres. So they're going for the one stop, I'm pretty sure. But for us, we're planning to extend our stint. As you can see, we're now on lap 12, going absolutely snail speed through the swimming pool chicane. We've got Valtteri Bottas behind us, chasing us down, but hopefully we can get the undercut as we now come into the pit lane. Bottas is coming in too, and so is Lance Stroll. And well, I say undercut, most people have pitted already, so it's more of a... Most people pitted? I'm not sure. Anyway, as you can see, we've got the new front wing about to go on, and as you can see, Valtteri Bottas has managed to jump us, and so has Lance Stroll. So we have lost a couple of positions there. That could be crucial, considering that track position at Monaco is so vital here. But hopefully we're going to just about come ahead of the Williams, but no, we did not manage to do so. But as we come out of the pit lane, Lance Stroll has got a mechanical failure, and as you can see, the yellow flags have come out. Hopefully there's no safety car, because that will completely wreck our race in terms of timing. However, it will bunch the pack up, of course. But anyway, as it appears so far, doesn't seem to be a safety car coming out.
Caution, caution.
Oh.
The virtual safety car is out.
Okay, anyway,
reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
Ignore what I said. This is a... Well, I am correct in a way. This is a virtual safety car. As I said, this was recorded a long, long time ago, so I cannot remember a single thing of what happened. But anyway, virtual safety car is out, and virtual safety car is ending. Just like that. We weren't expecting this. As you can see, we in the delta in the top right, we have lost at least half a second. And as you can see ahead of us, we've got George Russell. We're planning for the Raskas dive bomb, and we do it around the outside instead. But anyway, we're now up into 15th. We've got the move done on George Russell in the Williams, Next up is Antonio Giovinazzi, and ahead of him is Max Verstappen. Well, he's effective 4th probably. I'm not sure. But anyway, as you can see, we're going around the outside of Antonio Giovinazzi at the lowest hairpin. We've got the move done, going into Portier, and well, that was a good move from us. And well, next, well, before we do that, before we talk about that, there's the replay. That was a good move. It was clean, I guess. But anyway, we're now overtaking Max Verstappen, doing it in exactly the same spot. Can we manage it this time? This is going to be tricky. Of course, he's in a Red Bull, which tends to go strong at this track. But we seem to have the pace at the beginning of the second sector on it. But anyway, as you see, side by side through the tunnel, and he's going to try us down the inside at the Novo chicane. We make contact, and we're still side by side going into Tabac. And can we keep the position just about ahead of Max Verstappen? That was a good battle between us two, and we're now up into 13th place. Next up is Valtteri Bottas, who's being held up by my teammate. Well, was being held up by my teammate, but now I've dive bombed him. But I haven't done him any favours, because now he's being overtaken by Max Verstappen. Sorry, Nobuharu. Anyway, here's his POV. He did actually manage to keep the position, which is good, but I'm pretty sure Verstappen got him back on the straight. But as you can see, Verstappen has now got front wing damage from hitting the inside barrier while trying to overtake my teammate, Anthony Nose, and so he's lost his right hand end plate. But anyway, we'll think about that later. As you can see, we're going around the outside of Valtteri Bottas in the same spot again at the lowest hairpin. A slight contact, that was my fault, of course, because I was on the outside. But anyway, that is us up into P11 ahead of Valtteri Bottas. Next up is Romain Grosjean. He's just been overtaken by Lewis Hamilton. Grosjean's on the hard tyres, so we definitely should have a pace advantage over him. But anyway, through the swimming pool chicane, and now into Raskas. Can we make a move around the outside? He leaves the space for us, and by the time we get to Anthony Nose, we do manage to overtake Romain Grosjean, and we're now up into 10th place.
Gap to car in front
and next up is Lewis Hamilton with, well, of course he's going to be quick, but he's being held up by Kimi Raikkonen. And as you can see, well, I think Raikkonen pitted, but now he's being held up by Lando Norris. But as you can see, we're going around the outside at Raskas. The cars ahead of him were pitting, so that was great timing. And now we are up into the podium position. Next up is Kevin Magnussen on P2. Not sure if he's... Oh, okay. I was just about to say, not sure if he's pitted or not, but, well, that was the tyre that he started on, so of course he hasn't, and he wouldn't be up in P2. Anyway, up the road we've got Charles Leclerc, absolutely dominating this race so far on the hard tyre. He should be safe for now, unless we have something to chase him down, but very unlikely because we've seen how quick he was in qualifying, over 2 cents quicker a lap. So now the best thing we can do is defend from the chasing pack behind us with the 2 Mercedes and Sainz. Well, Sainz is a little bit further back. But anyway, as you can see, didn't manage to get the bit before that recorded, but as you can see, Lewis Hamilton tried us around the outside at Mirabeau, and there's debris flying off. So I think somebody got damage. I'm not sure who it was. Is Lewis Hamilton on board? And that looks like a bit of front wing that was it from Bottas or was it from Lewis? I think, yeah, it was from Hamilton. So he's got front wing damage, which will definitely affect his pace. And as you can see, he's now pitted for a new front wing. And honestly, there was not much I could do about that. As you can see, I'm telling my engineer to be quiet. And yeah, there's not much we could have done to avoid that, because as you saw, there was not really any space that we could have left him, because of course that section of the track was very, very narrow. And well, I kept as close to the right as I could, but any closer to that, I would have probably hit it. And giving myself damage as well. But, well, talking of damage, we seem to have got damage somewhere. We've definitely, yeah, as you can see, we've got massive understeer, but not too sure. Well, I don't remember when we actually got this damage from, where and when, and so as you can see, we're a bit vulnerable to the chasing back behind us. As you can see, Valtteri Bottas behind us, he's on the same tyre, so he could be a factor. Of course, he's in a Mercedes as well. He would definitely be a threat to us. Behind him, Carlos Sainz, he's a bit further back, but don't count him out. But anyway, past goes Bottas. We don't have the pace to keep him behind, as that Mercedes flies past us in straight line with DRS. Now, I said not to count out Carlos Sainz. He's now chasing us down, but he's on hard tyre. As for whether this is quicker or not, as you can see, we've got a tyre indicator up on our screen. So that means that we've got tyre wear affecting our performance on this medium compound. So Carlos Sainz behind us would definitely have better tyre wear, and so he could have a chance to overtake us and possibly steal that podium away from us, if at all possible. But anyway, up front, Charles Leclerc absolutely dominating this race. He's going to win his home Grand Prix, and well, unless he crashes, but that's unlikely. But anyway, we're on the penultimate lap, and as you can see, heading on to the final lap out of the first corner, we've managed to get a good enough exit to keep him behind, Sainz that is, of course, and well, we are literally parking the bus through this Massenet Casino Square section, so we're just doing it perfectly. Into the first part of the middle sector, as you can see, massive double lock-up into the lowest hairpin, as I lost the rear end and locked both fronts. And as I said, Charles Leclerc absolutely dominated this race. He wins his home Grand Prix for the first time, finishes his home Grand Prix for the first time as well. Sorry, but anyway, Valtteri Bottas will come home in second place, but currently we're still trying to defend from that McLaren behind us. He's still a threat, and unless he can do a Raskas dive bomb, he won't get the position back. But anyway, as you can see, we've managed to defend, and coming around the final corner, we are going to take a podium for the first time, second time, in this season at Monaco. That was an intense one, I will say. I have to say that. It was very, very difficult. Carlos Sainz, driver of the day. It seems like more like a loading sign as the driver of the day, but anyway. Let's just
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
What is this loading time? This is taking... Sorry viewers, this is taking an absolute age for the podium to load up. It'll come on eventually.
Ferrari are at it again, an excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
So there you go, Charles Leclerc, the winner of the Monaco Grand Prix in 2020, sort of. Valtteri Bottas on the podium, second place for him at Mercedes, and we come home in third place. Of course, we could have finished second, but that was definitely
and now let's take a look at
a very, very good race for us. Definitely great result, solid amount of points,
let's focus on the driver of the day.
We had pace, as you can see. Our best lap was actually roughly only 1/10 slower than that of Charles Leclerc. As for the person who did get the fastest lap, that was Alexander Albon. I don't remember which lap it was on, but anyway, there you go. That was the race. Carlos Sainz got driver of the day from 11th to 4th, so that was a good race from him as well. A little bit unfortunate for Lewis Hamilton, who didn't make it into the points in this Monaco Grand Prix. Of course, that was pretty much down to me because I damaged his front wing. So sorry about that to Lewis, but same with his title contender Max Verstappen as well. He finished down in 15th, but well, only just about ahead of my teammate. Well, I say just about, it's literally 15 seconds ahead. But anyway, so that was the race, and as you can see in the standings, we now leapfrog Daniel Ricciardo, and we're now up into 6th place in the driver's standings. We remain in 5th for the constructors, and well, yeah, that was a solid result from us in the team, and yeah, we got a great amount of points, and there you go, that was the race. Hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, also the strategy, and as you can see, we seem to have picked the right one, because those who finished on hards didn't seem to have the best pace going towards the beginning of the stint, but still they came back strong towards the end. But in my opinion, soft to medium still was the better strategy. So yeah, that was that, and that's the end of another episode of F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. Hope you guys enjoyed again, and as ever, please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed watching this kind of content and you want to see more, and also make sure you turn on notifications to make sure you don't miss a single upload, and make sure to share any kind of content that you think would be cool to share with friends. Massive block up there from Max Verstappen, didn't actually see that, but anyway, we're now watching the highlights, so I'll leave you guys to it, and I'll see you guys next time.